Wait, forgot the copyright warning. And welcome. This is Conspiracy Theories with your boy Insidious, and we have Ghost here. I think Chief might be joining. Uncertainty. But for today's topic, we have decided to. Well,
No.
I
Yeah, you
have
decide. I mean, shit.
decided to do the Illuminati and the deep state. Ooh.
Knock yourself out.
Well, it isn't really much of a conspiracy to know that there is a deep state. I mean, but is it really deep state or is it more deep
Yes,
media?
I believe that they have their hands put in everything. They have their hands in politics. They got their hands in churches. They got their hands in doctors. They got their hands in lawyers. They got their hands. They probably got their hand. They got their hands deep in social media. You name something, they got their hands in it.
Well, what I'm really wondering is, like I said, is it deep state or deep media? Because the media gives us perspectives of little to none of nothing, just a little bit of everything.
Because you're not supposed to know. It's one of those things you're not supposed to know.
Well, then why is it out there? I mean, these are on major sites.
Well,
USA Today, Well, I mean, like USA Today had the first leak of the Illuminati back in the 19th. So, what I'm wondering is why the news media leaked it first. Are you there, Ghost? Because I think you went ghosty. You're frozen. You're ghosted. All right, well, he's having technical difficulties. Let me continue real quick to where I was going with this. So, Illuminati in general is supposed to be an elite power, supposed to be of celebrities, doctors, lawyers, etc. Okay? So, when you go into all of that combined, you also have pharmaceutical companies. Now, we know a couple of celebrities that are in there, one being, of course, homeboy, Jay-Z, his wife, Beyonce. They have Katy Perry was another one. Machine Gun Kelly, just to list some of them. But how far does it go? So what I'm wondering is the left the hidden government? Are they the ones that we're not supposed to see? Are they the ones that's right there in our shadow? I mean, if you think about it, to rule the world, you need fear and chaos. Well, during most of 21, they provided the chaos with Antifa, BLM. That was all your rioting, your burning of the buildings, stuff like that. So you have that in there. Then you have multiple other things that if they wanted to rule the world on. One thing would be, I guess, if you were to look into it in other areas and aspects of things, you could go into as far as world domination, like they would be everywhere. And if you look, most of the world is democratic ran in some way, shape, or form. All right. What I'm going to do right now is We're going to go to history of the Illuminati. So, says here, let's see if Ghost came back yet. No, he has not. So, the Illuminati, designation in use from the 15th century, assumed by or applied to various groups of persons who claim to be unusually enlightened. The word is the plural of the Latin illuminatus, revealed or enlightened. So it says here, according to adherents, the source of the light was viewed as being directly communicated from a higher source or due to clarified and exalted condition of the human intelligence. So therefore, okay, breaking that part down real quick. The human intelligence. Now, that would be somebody like Albert Einstein, somebody smart, somebody clever, breaking down human stuff. So let's intelligence, like, come on, they're still trying to figure out his brain. To the former class belong the Alumbrados, Spanish enlightened of Spain. Spanish historian Marcelo Mendez first finds the name at about 1492 in the form something in 1948, but traces them back to the Gnostic origin and thinks their views were prompted in Spain through influences from Italy. One of their earliest leaders, indeed, some scholars style her as a pre-Alumbrado, was Maria Santo Domingo, who came to be known as La Beta da something. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. She was a laborer's daughter, born in, again, don't even try to say that, south of the Salamanca, about 1485. She joined the Domination Order as a teenager and soon achieved renown as a prophet and mystic who could converse directly with Jesus Christ and the Virgin. And it says here the Ferdinand of Aragon invited her to his court, and he became convinced of the sincerity of her visions. The Dominicans, now we should all remember what that is, the Dominicans appealed to the Pope, Julius II, for guidance, and series of trials were convened under the aspects of the Inquisition. Her patrons, which by then included not only Ferdinand, but also Francisco Cisneros and the Duke of Elba, ensured that no decisions was taken against her, and she was cleared in 1510. So, while studying at Salamanca in 1527, was brought before the commission on a charge of sympathy with the Alumbrados, but he escaped with a what? What is with these long words that nobody would ever understand? Emotion or something. Others were not so fortunate. In 1529, the congregation of unlettered adherents at Toledo was visited with scourging and imprisonment. Great rigors followed, and for about a century, the Alumbrados offered many victims to Inquisition, especially at Cordoba. The movement under the name of Illuminatus seems to have reached France from Seville in 1623. It attended some prominence in Picardy when joined in 1634 by Pierre something, cure of St. George's de Roy. Again, what's with all these words? Which follows known as garments. were suppressed in 1635. Another body of the Illuminati surfaced in the South France in 1722. Appears to have lingered till 1794, having affinities with those known, that is a long ass word, as French prophets, an offshoot of the Protestant malignant Gamissards. Okay, I have no idea. Let's get to the point. I don't get it. I don't think that's what we're looking for here. Anyways, I said history, I meant everything else. So yeah. So this is what the week, which is out of the UK, it says here the existence of a secret society known as the Illuminati remains one of the most enduring conspiracy theories of modern times. Doctors, politicians, actors, musicians have been accused of being members of the shadow group that supposedly control the world. While most of the rumors are fiction, there was a real secret society formed in. See, now we go back to what I originally just read, and they're going to make me go and read all that again. And I don't particularly want to have to do all that again because that was stupid. But as far as all that's concerned, you can go back to deep state and all that. And I know some people say Trump didn't win due to the Illuminati and this and that and the other and blah, 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 blah. No proof. Um, there has been multiple rappers saying fuck the Illuminati. One of them being Tupac Shakur. His death is also one of the biggest conspiracy theories out there. I mean, we can't even cap on that. It's definitely one of many. What was the other one I was going to bring up that I thought was a little strange death that could be linked to Illuminati besides the one I mentioned, Tupac Shakur? Oh, Biggie. Biggie Smalls would be another one. If I think that any of those two were conspiracies, those are two of the biggest murders out there because of how they were killed. And but you also got to go back and look what Tupac was talking about at that time frame that he was killed. You can't be a rapper and talking on the side and putting everybody down about if you got a mansion and it's only you and your wife and you have no kids, do you really need 15 rooms in your house? Why can't you just go down to 2 bedrooms? And he was saying all these people have money. Even back then, he said all these people have money, but there's people on the street starving, but no one's looking to help them. As he put it, you have a mansion in Beverly Hills or wherever. Why aren't you bringing these people in? Like I said, at his image, at his time frame, Tupac Shakur was a rapper, and you are supposed to be this thug, this outlaw, this lone guy, and you can't talk about stuff like that. Not when you got that. You're in that kind of spotlight. You just can't do that. Biggie, I haven't done too much on Biggie. I could do that right now, actually. What he was talking about in his time frame. Give us another topic here. So Biggie died in 97. So a year after Pac? Huh. So let's go to 1996. interviews and to see what he was talking about. Really? Okay, 15 years a day. So, wow. That's weird. They actually don't have anything. Aha. So, I don't know. I don't really see anything that Biggie said that was different than Pac. He said some similar things. So, again, you can't be a rapper talking about the stuff that they rapped about and try to be this good guy. It They don't really care much for that, if you know what I mean. One of the other things about deep state wise, I know I've heard a lot about the Illuminati and deep state. Um, that's one of the biggest ones out there is the whole deep state. Do I believe it's deep state or do I believe it's more left? Well, if you look at the left, they are in a majority of the world, and Republicans are only mostly US. So you look at communists, what's the Democratic Party trying to do in the US? Try to turn us over to communism. Okay. So now you go to Israel and oh, Ghost is back. Yay.
Hey, it's like I told you. You talk about them, everything shuts down.
I'm still here. I got 2 viewers that are still here.
Nope. Well, my computer won't work at all now. So, yeah, I'm blaming it on this. Because I'm the one that opened my mouth and said they're in the face. No, yeah, but I bet you won't answer my question I asked.
Like I said, now there's a conspiracy on conspiracy theories.
And no, answer my question.
Huh.
The one I asked like 3,000 times while my power was out.
I didn't even hear it.
Exactly. See? Back to the Illuminati. They won't let you hear what you want to hear.
So what question was it?
It was this. When I say that everywhere and nowhere at the same time, and you weren't really believing me, I have a question for you. My question for you is, I want you to give me a phone number to a CIA agent.
What the fuck? Why?
I want to know if you can.
You want me to Google that up?
No, like, give me a CIA agent number. Like, who do I call if I want to get in touch with the CIA?
You Google CIA, criminal intelligence.
Yeah, I'll take you to that headquarters in Washington. No, I'm talking about give me a member. Give me an agent.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Because they can't find them. They don't exist. There's a reason why CIA agents were used to be called spooks. If you want to find one, you don't even know where to start looking, but you know they exist. It's the same thing with the Illuminati, except at a whole deeper level.
I think they're more in front of us than we think.
Well, yeah, they got their logos all over the place. I mean, not to mention, you find someone with that logo on their car. If a car finds one, if a cop finds one, and they see that symbol, they don't even give them a parking ticket, even if they're parked like even if they're taking up 4 parking spots with a handicap spot, and they're flipped sideways. They don't give them They don't give them a ticket because they know better not to do it to that symbols on their car.
Well, I was actually going to say something here, and I'm kind of glad you showed up when you did, because what's one thing you need for complete world domination?
Knowledge.
Close. It's 3 steps. You need numbers. Most generally, you need it in politics. Third one, world chaos.
Okay, you don't necessarily need the third one because
you need
because people will do that by themselves, and they know it. The best thing about these people is that they have the utmost patience and they know how to bide their time.
Yeah, they do. That's the thing. So, in order to bring world dominance, you need chaos. So they'll turn to the government for help. their governments.
I want to say we don't. I have a question. When shit hits the fan around to you, is the first place you want to talk to is your government? I don't know about you. That's not me.
Who do you think you talk to when you pick up the phone and dial 911? They answer to the what? Government.
Fair enough.
In key form, you're talking to the government.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, look at the views of the right wing and look at the views of the left wing. Go back to 2020 for an example. 2019 for an example. You had Antifa. You had BLM burning buildings, killing, hurting people, but yet none of them were arrested. What they did was speaking their voice.
The voice that they want you to know about.
No,
Yeah, I
the
know.
voice. We're just pawns on a chessboard. That's it. So when the left needs you, they want you to get violent. But when they don't need you, they want you to be a good soldier, sit upright, and stare at your computer.
Yep.
You will be a good little soldier.
Yeah.
And I'm that soldier that says, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh, yeah. And what's the right tell you to do?
The right tells you to be you.
And bide your time and be patient.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But they're not trying to go for world domination like the left is. The left has already showed that they're doing it. Come on. Okay. Back to what I was going to say was Obama put in there gay marriage. Okay. Made it legal all 50 states. What does Israel do right after us when they were in a democratic state or territory? They went by and did it themselves. Joined right in. A lot of it to the left. You might want to kick yourself out of the other one.
No. It's going to stay there just in case if I need to do this again.
He's going to have to do it again.
Hey, I'm not. Hey. You, I told you mess with these people. They got their nose and everything.
Well, then,
you want to say hi? You want to say hi to the viewers? Okay, so you can say hi to the viewers. Say hi, Peaches.
Hers goes bye. What's up, Peaches? What's up, Bobby? Where's Aqua? Sleeping?
No, she's outside.
All right. I have been on this site before. It's been a while. So I'm going to share screen. I do not own the rights to this. As a matter of fact, before I do this, I'm going to switch over the banner.
Only they have the rights to it.
Yes, I need to find that banner.
Come on, they're everywhere. They all seeing eyes, even on your money. Come on, it's everywhere.
No, this is a website to their actual stuff. It's actually quite.
No, it's access to the stuff they want you to know about.
Well, this is their website, so again,
who controls their website?
They do. Anyway,
exactly.
So I'm going to do this. So it says the Illuminati official website. Welcome to the circle. We appreciate your interest. This. Well, maybe they haven't. Interest in organization, your official website for details on our member, contact information, how to join, beliefs. So it's funny because I have been all through this multiple times, learn more about the pendulum of power and know more about our global agenda. So now I'm going to let this kind of sink in right here for a moment. Because what's one thing you hear Nancy Pelosi say all the time?
Shut up and color?
No, I just highlighted it. Global agenda. It's all she talks about is global. And where has she been doing? multiple areas of the world. She's constantly on. When she was speaker, she was constantly on a new
Dude,
area.
I'm not denying you're right about this. I'm just saying you're not wrong in any of this. But what you're failing to see, and I'm trying to tell you, is that because they control this website, they are controlling what you are seeing about them. What you don't know is what's going on behind the scenes. And that
I'm
is
aware.
the biggest conspiracy of it all.
I'm aware, but that's what. Well, we obviously do know. She makes it noted. She ain't hiding nothing.
It's the conspiracy that everyone knows about, but nobody knows what it is. It's like Area 51. Everybody knows where it's at. Everybody knows what it is, but you don't know what the hell's going on inside.
Where is?
You know, it's that one thing you know about, but you don't know anything about. You know about it, but you don't know about it at the same time. That's how steep these things are. It's Area 51. It's try to contact a CIA agent. It's these things. I mean, this is deep under deep under deep. I mean, it's one of those ones where the right hand doesn't even know what the left hand is doing. They don't even know where the left hand is. I mean, that's how deep this stuff is.
I get it. All right, I'm gonna.
I mean, you always have conspiracy theory night. This is the conspiracy.
A war-stricken, poverty-ridden planet. You are safe. Help is on the way. Your prosperity is the core objective of our universal design. The path for humanity has spanned throughout ages to ensure the survival and prosperity of the human species. War is a liar who claims there isn't enough land, isn't enough wealth, isn't enough food for all people.
Hey, I have a question.
Doesn't
that sound a lot like Transformers?
Shut up.
No, just that one part.
I swear that's the phrase we're going to end later on this evening. Doesn't that sound like Transformers? End show.
It did. Did you not hear it? This is the generation of our species. War is a fool. Oh, all I could see was Transformers there for a minute.
In all places to live in abundance. A different age is upon us. Fear not for the bursting sounds that echo across your red horizons. Prepare your life for the light that grows steadily brighter in the distance. As the dawn comes to rid your battlefields of darkness, the age of Illuminatium will begin.
Illuminatium? Now they're a metal. Oh, yep. There's that guy I was reading about. That, yeah. Your benefit. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. This is the part I wanted to get into. Oh, really? Now it doesn't exist. It used to. Here we go. So
he still doesn't get it, folks.
Hold on. Let me talk. God forbid.
I'm letting you talk.
So this is the part I call bullshit. So you get a welcome ransom. Now, a welcome ransom of 100 million. Now, I'm pretty sure a ransom is for your life, because that's what ransom most generally means. Ransom demand. A new sleek dream car valued of 201 million, or 201,000. Dream house bought in the country of your own choice. 1 month holiday fully paid to your dream tourist destination. 1 year golf membership package. So apparently they all must golf. VIP treatment in the airport in airports in the world. So that one there is probably the most true out of any of it, I would say. A total lifestyle change. Also, again, Access to all superstars, mega superstars of the world. That one there would also be guaranteed true. International bank accounts created by the U.S. International Globalism. You will be able to use the account in all banks in the world and at any part of the world as well. So, yeah. Oh, they took out the other one? They took out the other one? Oh, man. I was hoping that one was still there.
If you build it,
They will come. There's the chief. Chief's lurking. He hasn't joined, but he's lurking. He's a lurking lurker.
he's been here for a little while.
Well, I've been too busy reading. So, on the original site that they had on there, obviously that one there has definitely been redone. Because the one I remember reading was they actually had the cure to all illnesses, including cancer and HIV.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And you only get it as a member. And it
again,
yeah,
doesn't surprise me.
So when I say deep state, I should say deep pockets.
Again, doesn't surprise me.
Well, really staticky? Well, maybe it's your phone.
We were a little echoey a little bit ago, but the echo went away.
So if Ghost has anything else, he's obviously looking at. So obviously he's thinking about something. So what are you thinking about over there?
About this? I mean, like I've been saying, I
Anything.
I don't really know much about this stuff. Other than you've already been sharing. I mean, it's honestly, here's the thing. I didn't know that's what we were talking about tonight, so I really didn't get a chance to do much
Research.
homework.
I don't need homework because I've already done this.
See, that's my point. You just said you did your homework.
I've done this years ago.
Oh.
I mean, come on. There was a time I was single and had nothing to do.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Wait, what's this? Oh, good Lord.
That's what she said.
The word Latinx is now being banned in government documents through a executive order in Arkansas. That's funny. Law professor claims that a certain Supreme Court justice is a KKK member. There's a rabbit hole.
So did you want to
What you got? I know there was something I was going to mention, but I completely forgot. That's why I'm looking through my notes trying to find it.
Chief, if you're in there, look at your messenger. So right now I'm looking at some of the other stuff we talked about last week. Well. Well, what? I'm switching gears real quick because I just found something oblivious.
Go ahead.
You are not going to believe this. This goes against everything the police said that they already knew. Why are we going backwards with this?
You got to tell me what we're talking about.
Idaho.
Yeah, what you got?
Slain Idaho students had no prior connection to suspect. Attorney says.
Yeah, I read. Yeah, I was just reading that right before we got on. So yeah, I was going to talk about that. Thank you.
Go ahead. Feel free.
So yeah, there were. Let's go to it. Now that I know what I'm looking for. So yeah, the University of Idaho murder suspect Brian Coburn was unknown to the victims, according to a lawyer for one of the families.
So that goes against everything the police and FBI have been saying this whole week.
Well, this is only coming from one of the families. I mean, maybe he knew the other three. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's a lawyer that only would have got that from the cops.
If he's a lawyer for the family, maybe not. Maybe he has the family.
No. Because that one guy you're talking about only was able to talk to the police.
What you mean?
I mean, the last I knew, he was only allowed to talk to the police.
No, I mean, what are you getting at?
I'm saying it just is weird that the cops said that there was a connection. Now there's no connection. Ghost getting hot. I didn't know ghosts could sweat.
Shut up. Freaking hot in here. Well, this room is right above the heating pipe. And there's a vent under the wall, behind the board, behind back there, and it's impossible to close. So yeah, I mean, I'll check this out. So, Insidious, you see this wall?
Wow.
Okay. You see that gap down there?
Why are we doing this on podcast?
Because you asked. You see that gap down there?
Yeah, it's not a conspiracy.
The vent is behind there, behind the board to the lower left. It's impossible to get to. I don't know who designed that. Whoever designed that needs to have a talking to. It's like, yeah, I want to put a vent in the home that no one can access. Shit. Well, there's a conspiracy. Who builds these things? Oy. All right, so you're suggesting we went from they. Well, wait a minute. Didn't we have a theory not too long ago when we found out the guy was a student and that he could have been acting out something to fulfill something that these kids could have been just at random and they may not have known him? We threw that out not too long ago.
Well, now they're thinking it was because he might be a cannibal.
Cannibal?
Yeah, that was in there last week.
What? Okay, I never even heard of that one.
Yeah. I'm being for real. You want me to find it for you?
Yeah. I mean, is that even really a thing? I mean, I've been following this.
Yeah, because he said he didn't like to eat meat and because he was afraid he wouldn't stop. So they tied that all together with cannibalism somehow. I don't know.
No, Chief, let's see if you want me to do this. So.
What the?
But now they're saying they saw him throwing trash into the neighbor's trash bin late in the middle of the night.
Who? Wait, who and what trash and where?
Says here, days leading up to his arrest, law enforcement source told ABC News Kohlberger, 28, was arrested on December in his home. The PhD student in Washington Department of Criminal Justice, well aware. Where did I just find that? Right there. It was right at the top. Why the hell did I jump down? Federal investigators say Idaho quadruple murder suspect Brian Kohlberger throws out garbage into neighbors' trash bins in the middle of the night as they surveilled him. Okay, well, if they were worried about what was in it, why didn't they search it? Duh. Oh, wait, because you didn't have nothing or you would have arrested him days before. Ghost, you're ghosted. And he's out. Chief, I think Ghost went AWOL. Okay, so I guess it's just me again. And he's back.
I don't know. What?
The ancestors have called Chief away. He shall return.
I don't know what the dealio is. This internet keeps going out.
Okay, well, I'll reread that for you.
Well,
I don't know how much you heard. It says federal investigators.
like here's the thing: the Wi-Fi says full power on my phone. Wi-Fi on the PC says non-existent. So what the hell?
It's not me this time.
I'm not off my rocker. I'm just fucking pissed.
Okay, make one that says Ghost is pissed. On.
Hilarious. Come on, seriously. Seriously, you know something about computers. What would cause everything else in the house to say the Wi-Fi is good, and yet the blue light on my computer that says the internet's on, the blue light's on. So,
see, I would have already went landline. That's just me.
what?
I would have already went landline. That's just me.
Landline?
Yep, I wouldn't be running Wi-Fi on it. You're probably too far away. Or move it closer to your router.
Well, unfortunately, that's not a possibility. The way the house is set up.
That's right. The official sponsor of Highway 34 Connection, the podcast, is W Energy, a clean energy to help you be better. W Energy. Try it today.
You know, a heads up would be nice.
You know, like saying something now for a message from our sponsor or something like that. Holy shit. That worked. Huh. I switched the USB port where the internet comes in, and all of a sudden everything is lighting up like a Christmas tree. I guess I got a bad USB port. All right. Shit.
That'll happen.
Well, that explains why you don't have that much brain cells, because you're missing a USB port.
You do know those two things don't even go together, right?
No, one sec.
Oh shit. So, Chief, how much have you been listening? I guess he hasn't. So, anyways, I guess weeks leading up to the arrest, they watched him throw brags into his neighbor's trash early in the morning. But obviously, there was nothing in there because they went through it. So, if there was something in there, they would have arrested him sooner. So, all this evidence that they're stockpiling against him is circumstantial.
So wait. There is stuff thrown away in the neighbor's trash in Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Weeks prior to his arrest. Weeks prior.
Any idea what the stuff could have been?
Obviously not of any importance if they arrested him weeks later. If they had the proof, they would arrest him then and there. They went through it. Yes.
Yeah, Chief, hi, we see you.
His ancestors finally returned him.
Sorry, watching NXT.
NXP.
NXT.
See that message I sent you?
Yeah, one sec.
So, yeah, I'm having trouble understanding where they're going with all of it. To me, this is a bad case of the we got nothings and we're just trying to make something up.
Be right back.
I'm thinking about just ending the stream.
Sounds like his internet just sucks.
Well, he's still in here. He just, for some reason, is doing. I think he might be researching or something.
Oh no, while he's doing that, we're gonna switch gears real quick. Everybody's by now has seen Stephanie McMahon step down as the co-CEO. On the corporate website for WWE, it states that she stepped down due to personal reasons, and that immediately after, the board unanimously decided to appoint Vince McMahon back as chairman of WWE. However, Nick Khan, the other co-CEO opposite of Stephanie, is now the full-fledged CEO of WWE. And by the end of 2023, Vince is hoping that WWE will officially be sold. But like I told Insidious earlier, when he called me when he got off work, I see Triple H or another wrestler buying the company. There are multiple former WWE superstars and Hall of Famers that have the money to buy it.
But only two have enough to buy it.
Triple H and Mr. Hollywood himself.
Okay, there's three. You're missing one.
Brock, Triple H.
The Rock, Triple H, Brock Lesnar.
I don't think Brock would ever buy it, though.
No, probably not, but Cena definitely would.
Yeah, then maybe some of the fresh faces would actually get pushed. Instead of taking people that have won the WWE title and saying, "Oh, we're going to put you back on NXT," making fun
Or-
of the fact that Jinder Mahal returned to NXT tonight.
Or we can just, Charlotte, you've been gone so long, you deserve a shot and get it.
I can understand what they're doing with Charlotte because they want her to beat her dad's record, but still, she's not a dude. It won't really count like the Ghost would say. But with it being her being a Flair, I could see her saying, "Dad, I'm greater than you. I broke your record." One second.
But he's right, though. The only thing she's going to do is cement her own legacy as 16-time woman champion. Wouldn't afflict on Rick at all.
I mean, the only thing that I was going to say on that is like, I have no problem her doing it. I have a problem with how she does it. Like, earn it. Don't just be handed to it.
That's what I've been saying. What is it with these people that can just come back and get titles? Brock, Ronda, now Charlotte. What about the girls that's been waiting in the back of the line? Or the guys in the back of the line?
Because they're more like they're saying that, hey, we lost, we never got our rematch kind of shit, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, reinstate the rematch clause. Problem solved.
Or if that's the case, just had her win the damn Rumble.
It just gets
It'll be
boring.
a waste for Rumble.
Well, it's just getting boring. It's like not Tony, blah. The other con over there, stripping titles and making a new one.
You were right. It's Tony Khan.
Okay. Well, it's just like him, stripping titles, putting it on somebody else.
Except calling it an interim championship.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, an interim. Did he really win it? No, but here you go. It's yours now. No, we know you suck, but I'm going to give you this push because I think you earned it rather than having you win to begin with.
Right.
Sorry, guys. Gotta take off for a little bit. Garbage.
Well, I don't have anything else anyways.
Do you want to meet my input on the whole Vince being the chairman thing, right?
Actually, we were just talking about it while you dipped for a minute.
But go ahead, let's hear your input.
As long as it leaves the freaking content alone, because right now, like you said, Triple H is in charge. I really don't care who's signing the checks.
And then the two other board of directors guys resigned. One of them was actually the head guy leading the investigation into Vince. I don't think he retired. I think Vince used his majority shareholders and said, "You're fired."
But then the only question that I got is, why did it unanimously vote him back in?
Yeah,
I think Stephanie was about to be fired too. That's why she resigned.
Oh no! From her Instagram post that she put out their official statement, it said she's going to be back as a fan, which tells me that she's not only done as the CEO, but she's not going to be, the chief brand officer or whatever.
She ain't going to be anything.
I think she completely just quit.
Because her dad's wanting to sell the company, which he's going back on his word. So it's her way of showing him what's that word I'm looking for? Going back on your word.
Indian giving or whatever the hell it's called.
Inheritance?
No, her being pissed at him. Now
Yeah.
she doesn't want nothing to do with it. In other words, she wants to say goodbye to it in her way. And that's her way.
Well, I read a couple days ago before Vince returned, that if Vince would have quietly left and just shut his mouth, that there was plans to induct him into the Hall of Fame this year, But now that he's back, they're not going to want to do that. But I don't know.
You know, just because you muted that did not mean we did not catch what you said.
Well, I was telling the cat to shut up.
Exactly. We know. I know what you said. You're like,
Well, if you want a cat, I can send him to you.
nope. In case nope. We can't deal with two cats.
Too.
So we cannot be. We're not cat people. Just.
Obviously. So I will be posting on the Facebook page and my Instagram, and I'll tag Insidious is on it, on what time Saturday evening Mr. Ghost will be hopping into his questions.
Like I said, I got no problem as long as they ain't interfering with me watching one of those wild card games.
Well, knowing him, he probably has to work, so it'd be after he gets off work.
I
Why?
have something on that. I do. Regardless who wins, Cowboys or Tampa Bay, NFL has officially fucked both teams over.
Hmm?
They moved it to Monday night, which gives them exactly 3 days because they're thinking that Dallas will play on Saturday or Tampa Bay. They will have 3 days to rest, and then they're right headed to Philadelphia.
They had to have one game on Monday. What's the problem?
They're going to have 3 days against a rested Philly.
And the winner of the other team is going to have to face a rested Chiefs. Unfortunately, that's what the number 1 seed gets. They get
Actually, but Chiefs are playing, but no one else is playing Monday. They moved Dallas game to Monday because of the ratings boost.
Oh shit!
That
they
game's
did
gonna
it because now there's an extra wild card. There's 2 extra wild card games now. Remember?
Yeah, but that is not what they said. They typically said Dallas and Brady. Well, Tampa Bay was going on Monday night because of the popularity would overtop every other game that would be played.
Most likely.
Have either of you watched NXT or Evil yet?
Yeah.
No.
Well, my screen just went green.
Ain't no hurricane.
Gallus has been reinstated.
Yeah.
They're beating the holy hell out of Pretty Deadly.
I don't recall Gallus getting released.
No, they got indefinitely suspended for attacking officials on NXT a couple months ago. But it's just one of the Coffee Brothers and Wolfgang. The other Coffee Brother ain't out there. I think that's because he's still injured.
Any idea when NXT Europe is supposed to start?
Later this year. Wait. Let me rephrase that. That's probably not going to happen if they sell. You didn't think about that one, did you? If they sell, how they're supposed to start?
No, they sell. They'll just somebody else will take over WWE. As they always say, the show will go on just under different leadership.
It doesn't mean that the other new owners are going to want to enter Europe. That's what I'm getting at.
Ooh. More NFL.
Yeah, but it's Triple H's baby. He owns NXT.
No, WWE owns NXT. Triple H is just part of working it. So Gallus are now the number 1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles. Ouch.
So it says here, McVay will either be fired or retired, but he will not be back in 2023.
Oh, have you guys heard about that Bills player?
No.
Yeah, the last time I checked, he was doing okay.
The Bills and the NFL and some committee within the NFL have agreed that this week he was supposed to be placed. He was placed on the medical list or whatever, and due to the situation. But when you get placed on
IR.
that injury reserve, you get a pay cut. Well, the Bills, the
We're not giving
NFL,
him a
and NFL committee, they're not going to do the pay cut. He will remain getting his full contracted until the end of the season.
Well, I also have suddenly learned that they moved him to Buffalo.
Yeah, so he's closer to his home and the team.
They already said that if whoever he plays, he will be at the sideline. He may not be dressed, but to go out, but he'll be at the sideline.
I honestly don't see him playing for a while.
Not until at least next year.
Yeah.
But anywho, back to the Dallas debacle.
Oh
If
shit!
Dallas wins, they get a whole 3 days to rest.
3? Don't you mean 4?
No, 3, because they're saying that Dallas might play on Saturday.
Count your days, buddy.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
but you got to count the drive to Philly,
They're not
or
going to drive. They're
fly.
going to fly.
And then they'll rest after they fly. They won't go be practicing.
Right.
Exactly. So no, you got 3, and then you add jet lag in there.
Unfortunately, next time you want the break, get the number 1 seed. That's all I got to tell you, brother.
No, it's not. It's the idea that the NFL should have left everything the fuck alone.
Well, when do you suppose the game should have been?
Leave it all at Sunday like it fucking should. For Saturdays and Sundays, the way it's always been. Not Mondays.
They had to move it to Monday because there's 2 extra games.
Yeah, but you know what? At least I can actually say ESPN's bitching about it. So you know it must be a pretty big damn deal.
So you think they should have had 2 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay, fine. Question is, what time?
I don't know. How do we do it on a normal season? You have 2 on you have 1 on Saturday afternoon, 1 at Saturday evening, and then you have your regular games at noon and so on. So what time would work? They do it every day, every weekend.
Yeah, but every weekend is just normal games. The playoffs, people want to watch every single game.
Okay, watch every single game. People work Mondays. I'll be at work. I won't be able to watch the game. So my point, you want people to watch that game? Put it on Sunday.
What time?
I don't know, when I'm not working.
Well, Sunday at noon already has the Dolphins and Bills game. Sunday at 3 already has Giants and Vikings. Sunday night football already has Ravens and Bengals. There's no time.
Sure there is. Move one to Saturday. You have a whole fucking weekend. They've scheduled 2 on Saturday before, and how many on Sunday?
3.
Every Sunday on a regular season.
Yeah, but you can't watch every game on Sunday.
Sure you can. If they went back to 90s, if you remember right, they were playing at 10 a.m. Game started at 10 or 11, and then they went all through the day.
You have 32 teams. There's no way the hell they can get all 16. Yeah, they'll all play, but you won't be able to watch them all on TV because of the region.
Never used to.
90. They also didn't have that many teams back then.
I don't know how many they had in the 90s. Google that shit up. There's a conspiracy for you.
Like maybe 20 or 25 or something like that. They didn't have 32.
In the 90s? Really?
Yes.
Dallas has been around since the 1960s.
I understand that, but think about it this way. There's 8
I'm talking
divisions
about our
now.
year.
There's 8 divisions now. Back in the 90s, there was only 6 divisions.
I'm talking about us, childhood, growing up.
Yeah, there was only 6 divisions. Now there's 8.
I'm Googling that up.
There was the NFC Central, NFC East, and NFC West. AFC East, AFC Central, AFC West. Now it's NFC North, South, East, West, AFC North, South. There's 2 extra divisions now. There's more teams now than there were back then. Texans, Titans, the Browns disappeared and then came back. The Ravens. I mean, there's new teams now.
Not really. They just switched names. Because back in '95, the Texans were the Oilers.
That was the Titans, but yeah.
That isn't what it says here. Houston Oilers.
Yeah, Houston Oilers got bought out, moved to Tennessee, and then
Yeah.
Houston made a new team.
But rather than that, everything else stayed the same. Saints, Panthers, Rams, Atlanta Falcons, and 49ers all in the West. Then you had the NFC Central, which was Green Bay,
Central.
Detroit. Yes, and you had Green Bay, Lions, Bears, Minnesota, and Tampa Bay. Then you had the East, which always has Dallas at the top. Wow. Arizona was a part of the East?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool, actually. But I see how they got the seventh.
Seventh
They
what?
Division.
8. There's 8 now.
But I see how they come up with one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They just took the last of every team because each division had
5.
5. So they just took the last and stuffed them in there.
Right. And so since each division had 5 and not 4, they didn't have nearly as many teams in the playoffs as they do today.
I don't care. I could still do this all day. I could still come up with a better plan than what the fuck they're doing.
Chief, I just read something very interesting, and this was just posted yesterday from WWE.
Oh, before you do that, just to let everybody know, the Tampa Bay, but Chief game will not be played at Chiefs. It will be at a mutual place.
Yep.
Which is fucking stupid.
Why?
Because they
Chiefs
won
don't
home
deserve
field advantage and they don't even get to play at home?
No, they don't deserve it.
How? Remember what you just said? That's part of being the number 1 seed.
Because they were given the number 1 seed
Chiefs shaking his head, yep.
Unfairly. They cheated to get it.
How?
I don't know. Having one of the games being canceled that had playoff conspicuations?
How the flying fuck is that the Chiefs' fault that a game got canceled?
Because
you are definitely off your fucking rocker tonight.
No, I'm not.
You're blaming a team that had nothing to do with it. It wasn't their player that collapsed. It wasn't their player that they sacks team. So how in the hell? They're the number 1 seed. It needs to be played at home.
They get to play their division game at home, but they don't get to play the Bills or the Bengals at home if they face them in the championship play.
That's stupid.
But yet we have to place Eagles at Philadelphia.
They also didn't have anybody. If the Bills would have won their game against the Bengals, then they would have been the number 1 seed. But because they refused to restart the game, the Bills got screwed out of their number 1 seed.
We'll blame Roger Goodell. That's not the Chiefs' fault.
The Bills were the number 1 seed going into that game.
And how's that Kansas City's fault?
How is that the Bills' fault?
That the NFC committee didn't want to redo the game.
How is that the Bills' fault?
Who's winning it when that happened anyway?
Bills.
I'm actually surprised they didn't just give it to the Bills.
They can't do that. They have to play the four games.
Okay, then the Bengals should be complaining that both teams should be complaining this is for a playoff berth. We need to play the damn game.
They did.
Or they just need to cancel the playoffs, cancel the Super Bowl and say the season's over. If they're going to fuck one team. Because it's going to end up fucking every team.
Well,
that's the problem.
According to you.
They've already
according to you, the Chiefs stole the number 1 seed. No, Roger Goodell and the NFL committee handed it to them.
I'm going to
on
tell
a
you.
silver fucking platter.
You guys want a conspiracy? How is
Roger
it?
Goodell's an idiot. That's a conspiracy.
No, here's going to be your conspiracy. What if it comes down to Philadelphia and Bills?
They'll be played in Vegas like it's scheduled. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you can sit here and say there's your conspiracy you wanted, Michael.
What do you mean?
And then it's also proof that NFL is rigged and they rigged it the way they wanted it.
Unfortunately, a team was going to get screwed. They might as well screw them all and make it fair, at least somewhere.
No, that means it's scripted like WWE is what I'm saying. Put on a show, make it look good, and then this is what's going to happen at the end anyways.
I don't think Eagles are going to make it to the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. They got too many people hurt.
I don't think they will either.
Oh, yeah. Like, they're coming off a big rest. Yeah, they're not going to be strong at all.
Does anybody have $1 million to pay the judge that's handling Brady's divorce to say that you have to come to court on Saturday?
And after, here's another thing. The last
it's
time the
not
Cowboys
Brady
do it-
we got to worry about. It's Dak throwing it to his defenders.
True. Can
want me to
someone
say
pay for
something?
Dak to get arrested for a night?
Do you want me to say something that will actually make you both feel pleased? I honestly do think the Cowboys are going to make it to the Super Bowl. I do. It depends on which Cowboy team shows up, though. I'll be saying with that.
There you go. That's what I've been saying.
Insidious even said it himself. That when it comes to the bigger games, Dak plays. When it comes to a game that doesn't matter, he shuts down. And who won the last time the Cowboys and the Bucks played?
The Bucks?
By an ass whooping.
The Bucks? We haven't beaten Tom Brady.
That was without Dak, wasn't it?
We haven't beat Tom Brady.
That first game, did we have Dak or was he still injured?
He was there, and we got our ass fucking handed to us.
I don't think you guys had. I think it was a close game, though, wasn't it?
No. Oh yeah, they beat us by 1 point, but that 1 point in the playoffs is all Brady needs. One point.
Okay, let's say the Cowboys does knock off the Bucks. Okay, the Giants, you guys can easily defeat. The Seattle, easy defeat. Vikings,
easy defeat. We already did that. Next.
And then the 49ers.
If our defense shows up, easy to beat.
Exactly. There you go. So the only team you have to beat is the Eagles, which who gave them their second loss of the year? Oh, wait, Dallas. You guys actually do have a legitimate shot to make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Did you not see who beat Washington earlier in the season? Dallas. Last game of the year, we choked.
Like you said, Dallas doesn't show up when he needs to show up. But
Dak threw 2 picks. Our starters' defense didn't get 1 sack.
The Commanders were a tough team this year.
And they got to him the last time they played.
Come on,
not once,
the Commanders are a tough team this year. Who knocked off the unbeaten Eagles?
We sacked that Washington football team 6 times in one game.
Right, but who knocked off the unbeaten Eagles?
It's not the point I'm making here. The point is they weren't even playing ball. And I get it. If I'm a starter, I wouldn't either. Why would I risk my injury? I should be resting on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
My second string should be out here.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's like, oh, they're not playing. Probably not. Why risk get hurt now? You got playoffs next week.
Exactly.
You're already locked in.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they just didn't show up or if that mindset was already there. Fuck it, guys. And it was all a team group agreement. We're just going to go out and not give a shit.
I don't know. Either way, after doing some stats and some reading, I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas does have a good shot this year.
Yeah, well, his his QBR dropped tremendous in that game. I don't know. And time will tell what happens next week, but
So, Chief, do you want me to read you the WWE article that Shawn Michaels just released yesterday?
I was going to bring up something real quick before you jump back over. Before you jump back over.
Go ahead.
So, I guess rumor in the rumor mill is Brady is talking about retirement.
Well, yeah.
I mean, not retirement, but not re-signing with Tampa Bay.
Right. He wants to re-sign with the Patriots to end with the Patriots. I think Chief mentioned that last week.
No, he wants to go back to the Patriots, take him to one more Super Bowl, and then he's done.
Right. That's what I said.
And he's going to take Gronk back with him.
Good luck with that one.
Gronk says he's bored and tired of sitting at home.
Probably.
Okay, Chief, what's your story then?
I just read that if he doesn't go to the Super Bowl this year, he is officially done.
Oh, is he actually going to go get his wifey?
From what I read about half an hour ago, he was overheard by a teammate, and the teammate leaked it, that if they don't go, he is calling it quits.
In other words, he's going to go give his wife what she wants.
From what I read, he's quitting because he misses his kids.
He misses that pussy.
Probably. I wasn't going to say it, but probably.
Well, let's be honest. Can you blame her, though? Really? Could any of us?
And if there's not a prenup, maybe he ain't missing none of them. Maybe he's just missing half of his money.
Or half his wife. Which half?
Anyway.
But can anybody really blame her, though?
No.
She put her career on hold for his career, and then when she was going off of his word for retirement, so she restarts her modeling career for him to jump back in without discussing it with her. That's what it was all over.
Oh, I guarantee it was.
It was in an article that she released it. He went behind her back, opened up a news briefing, and said he was unretired.
Now the article, so I can go to bed, please.
Oh. Yeah. Let me pull it up. All right. Coming from the office of Shawn Michaels, okay? And this is, like I said, part that came just, 2 days ago now. But you get the idea, right? Yeah, so he's talking about like all the rumors going on about the selling, but he said that there's contracts involved that whoever buys it, they gotta leave the shows alone. You know what I mean? In a way, like let the show go on, kind of a thing. So, Shawn Michaels, who's currently, as you know, WB Senior Vice President of Talent Development Creation, said that, as everyone knows, NXT Europe is going to be starting sometime in early 2023. We're hoping to start it up hopefully by March, May at the latest. Now that the COVID pandemic is behind us, we have also got contracts in place to start late 2023 in NXT Mexico.
Oh, dear God.
Dear God is right. God forbid.
Why can't they just drive to Florida and call it good?
Right?
That's not all.
Oh, there's more.
Not
Vince
only is
McMahon is
NXT
stupid. We already knew that.
Not only is NXT Mexico a dream of mine because of my love for the
Lucha Libre.
Thank you. Can't read tonight. Lucha Libre style wrestling and the light heavyweights. I know that we can bring a lot of talent and light heavyweights into the WWE. And the dream that Triple H wanted is officially back on. And by the end of 2023, we will be launching NXT Japan.
Yeah, sure. They say that now. Ooh. Just a thought.
What?
They always caused a muck. But what if DX, Tripp, and Shawn bought WWE?
That'd be funny as hell.
Right?
They spent 20 years being against the power, then they are the power.
That would be funny.
All
Sean,
right.
you're not controversial enough. Super kicks for everybody. See that? I just kick Stan.
That was probably the
You know what
funniest
the sad
thing.
thing? You know what the saddest thing is? That's probably the most famous thing that Ty Dillinger ever did.
Yeah.
What, taking that?
I'm taking that super kick, yeah.
And watching
Being Stan.
people.
All right.
What's your name? Stan. Well, I just kicked Stan.
That was funny. All right. Anything else, you guys? All right. So when's the next time we're back on? Saturday for our thing?
I don't know.
Unless
Today was a
something else-
little bit of everything. All right, that's all I have for tonight. I don't know if you guys anything.
No.
No.
All right. Until then, happy Wednesday. It's after 1 o'clock. I was gonna say enjoy the rest of your Tuesday till I look down. I'm like, happy Wednesday.
What the?
Another random phrase from Insidious to end our great night. See you next time.
I can give you another random one.
Go ahead.
Suck a dick.